So I got to ask you, as a real estate agent, are you attracting all of the motivated prospects that are actively looking to move right now? One big problem for a lot of agents is, how do I find motivated prospects, whether it's sellers or buyers? How do I find the people that are actually looking to make a move? Because it seems like a lot of people don't want to make a move right now, and we can't get anybody off the fence. Well, expired homeowners is one that definitely will move, provided you can get them to a reality for number, for how much they can sell for where they're going to move, that type of thing. So I wanted to talk about that today on today's morning meeting. By the way, welcome to today's morning meeting. I'm Greg Luther, the one guy that meets with you every single week to help you in growing your real estate business, as long as you're subscribed here. And today I want to talk about how you start picking up some expired homeowners. These people that have been on the market usually for 6 months or at least over 90 days. And then all of a sudden they say, you know what, I need to take my home off the market, or the listing just expires with the agent they were with. Now, most people fail miserably when it comes to marketing to expireds. Let me tell you why. They send out marketing or even call homeowners and say, are you interviewing for the position? Can I show you how I can sell your home? Do you think a better marketing plan will help? Can I maybe address the issues why your home didn't sell? All of those issues that aren't going to help you in any way, because let's face it, you've tried it before and it didn't work. So over time, as you start working with that niche, you try that approach and it doesn't work at all, you throw the baby out with the bathwater. You literally stop marketing to people that are actively trying to sell their home, thinking, I can't figure out how to work with them. Well, today, I want to talk about some approaches you can utilize here to get them to be willing to make a move. Here's what I want you to do. If you look at the expired homeowners from the first quarter of 2025, a whole bunch of them never relisted. So whatever you send them, your picture, your business card, some brochure, your brokerage put together, you send them a YouTube video, whatever you sent those people. And when I say majority, I mean 50% or more never relisted at all. And that number is probably growing at this point. So no matter what you send them about relisting their home, they're not relisting. Have you ever thought to ask, I wonder why they're not relisting? I wonder why they don't want to make a move now. They originally said they wanted to move. They were making the beds every day and making sure the lights are on and getting ready for showings. And they did that for a long time. Then all of a sudden, they completely stopped. They gave up on their dream? No. They lost the home they were moving to. So why would they make a move now? Where are they going to go? They tried to put it together. Things just didn't line up. So now we'll just take our home off the market because it wasn't adequate timing. It wasn't accurate timing. We couldn't get all of our stars to align. So I want you to think about the first thing you need to do if you want to get them to relist their property is to get them to fall in love with another house, to start talking about where they're going to move to, more so than, do you want to list with me? I'm with a top brokerage. Are you interviewing agents for the position? I'd love to show you how my marketing plan can help. For what? Where are they going to go? They were in contract on a new build, contingent on the sale of their home. Their home didn't sell. They lost their dream house. Why would they list now? They were in contract on a bigger house that had the 4-bedroom they were looking for. They weren't able to sell their home in time. They lost that contract. Why would they sell now? You have to get them to be a buyer first before they'll be a seller again. They have to know a general idea of where they're moving. You've heard me say before, you don't go out and sell your car to a dealership and then over the next week or two, just start looking around to see if you can find another car. No, you're a buyer before you're a seller. As a matter of fact, the seller is an afterthought because you found the car that you want. Well, the same is true on any big purchase. So when it comes to selling a property, they have to have a general idea, if not specific idea, of exactly where they're going to move to, or they're not going to be willing to make that move. They won't list their home again. The best way to pick up a seller is to get them first as a buyer. Now, we already know they had an unrealistic price. There is no question if the termites are eating the black mold, price will fix it. If the roof is falling in, price will fix it. So we know they had unrealistic goals, and that's certainly happening now because they still have those COVID dreams, right? They're still thinking, well, my neighbor sold for this much, and my neighbor cleared $500,000, and I think we're going to do that. Well, the market has at least leveled and maybe dropped in an awful lot of areas. There must be an adjustment for that. What they're accustomed to over the last several years is all the comps were here, price here. All the comps are here now, price here. All the comps are here. We're going to price it about right here. Let's just see what happens. Now you got to go the other way. So this is a big issue for a lot of owners to realize the new market that we're in. They have unrealistic pricing goals, and we know what their general idea is. I want to buy low, sell high. So when they go to list their property, oh, if we don't get 600,000, we're not moving. We could stay here for another 5 years. But as soon as you take them to see another house, and they want to write an offer on that, you know what they say? Oh, well, the market's horrible and it's a buyer's market right now, so we're writing a low offer. And if they won't give that low offer, we'll just let them sit on that house forever. We know homes aren't selling fast. Well, you just changed from your seller hat to your buyer hat. The fact is, the market's the market, but they believe what's in their best interest, not actual real data. So you got to have a little bit of a reality check with them a lot of times, because it's very normal to buy low, or try to, while you're also simultaneously trying to sell high. But it's very simple. Well, if we're going to wait, if we're moving and we can't get our 600,000 right now, we're just going to wait. Well, if you wait until home values are up, the home that you're going to buy is going to be up. If you wait until home values go down, the home that you buy will go down, right? Well, we think the market's going to crash and we want to buy a condo, so we're going to wait until the market goes lower. Well, if that market goes lower, your market goes lower. It's going to happen like this with both properties, whether you're moving up or you're moving down. If we have a 10% adjustment up, all prices go up. If we have a 10% adjustment down, all prices go down. It's never going to do this. It's simply not going to happen. So it's important for you to have some realistic expectations with them. Make sure they understand how pricing works. I love expireds because one of the scripts that I utilize when face-to-face is, okay, so let's talk a little bit about pricing. We know how much it won't sell for. How much do you guys think it will sell for? Let's at least start with that. Let me give you that again. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about pricing. We know how much it won't sell for. How much do you think it will sell for? Let's at least start there, because we're starting with the market has already spoken. What we're not going to start out with is, okay, let's talk about pricing. And they say, oh, we think we were underpriced. The agent never did open houses. They never had the info box at the front out on the street. They didn't do all that. I found out that I had a friend call and they never even called them back. They'll find all these reasons that their home was underpriced. And you've literally met with expired homeowners that say they think the reason it didn't sell is because it was underpriced. Remember, it's the ignorance of trying to sell high. They're in that seller's position. But if you take them out right after this meeting and you start showing homes and they find a home they like, they're going to find all the reasons it should be lower than that. So what they say and the realistic data that's out there are two completely different things. Your job is to get them to a realistic expectation. Now, there's a lot of things we can do to get their attention. One thing I recommend, there's so many expireds happening right now. One thing I recommend for a lot of the agents that are in our inner circle coaching is you need to have a sequence that's going out to them. You don't need to be calling them. A phone call is unwanted and unwelcome. It makes you uncomfortable. It makes them uncomfortable. They're automatically putting up a wall, so no matter what you would say, it's just delivered in the wrong way. They're not going to take it. You could literally say, well, I want to come over and give you $100. And they would find a reason to not do that because they've got this wall up. So stop it. It's unwanted and unwelcome. But you can get that information in front of them digitally. You can get that information in front of them in print with real mail. You can do direct mail. You can do email. You can do text message. There's a lot of stuff you can do where they don't have to reply to you because their reply is going to be negative to automatically put up a wall before you've even spoken. If you said, hi, this is Greg Luther with ABC Realty, and nope, it's already no. Whatever you're saying, no. Whatever, stop talking. If you'll take a breath, I can say no. That's what they're thinking. So it's unwanted and unwelcome. I want you to start a sequence. I want you to have a good sales letter that goes to them. I want you to have good offers you put in front of them that shows the difference between you and what those other agents do. I want you to show them that you can get them access to unlisted and pre-market homes to move to, which include pre-foreclosure, foreclosure, divorce situation, and estate sales. I want you to have good marketing. If you've been on our Inner Circle website, you've seen a lot of this stuff. If you put this out there, you will do far better than some stupid brochure that says you're with a top selling company and you really care about their business and customer service is always priority and you're a great negotiator. It's what every commodity real estate agent, completely replaceable by another one, does. And you know what expired homeowners think? Oh, you want to list my home? Yeah, we already tried that. That didn't work. You got any other ideas? That makes perfect sense, doesn't it? Why do you think so many of them list their home and then they try this other auction method? Or then they try for sale by owner? Or they're just trying something different because they already tried what you're offering. That actually kind of makes sense. It's not going to work, but it makes sense in their mind that, oh, you want to list my home? Yeah, we already tried that. It didn't work. Based on the market, based on the interest rates, based on the president, based on the feds, based on the unemployment rate. They'll have a million different reasons, none of which have to do with you wanted too much for your damn home. The market showed you were overpriced. But if you try and give them some sort of offer that they've already tried, like list your house, that's not going to work. You have to find a way to pique their curiosity so you can get in front of them, so you can show what it is that you do. And if you'll do that, I would do that by starting a sequence, getting a list together of all of the expireds in your area in each week or each day, if you're doing it every day. But even if you're doing it every week, add to that list. That list should get bigger and bigger. And you always have a sequence going out to them. As Inner Circle members, you have our newsletter that we create for you, not the one that I give to you, but the one that I create for you to send to your customers, from the agent to the prospect. You can send that to all the expireds in your area every single month. That's not hurting you. It costs you a stamp. It's very simple to do, and you can actually get results from having a valuable sequence that's going out to them. Now, we also have the shock and awe package that we can send out. So if you're sending the shock and awe package, you stand out far and above what everybody else does. Or you can sit at home and try and find a way to talk to the great unwashed masses, including people that don't have any interest in selling their home at all, and you can deal with rejection every single day of your life looking for people that want to move. Found them. I got them. I know they want to move. I know they're interested in moving now. I know they'll have a showing on their house right now, and I know how much their home won't sell for. That's a very good start for me. I would rather another agent screwed up and prove to the homeowner that it won't sell for that crazy price. Now I can get them to the reality. But the fact is, you have to have a sequence. You have to make a system around this. We talk a lot about this. I've got some coaching calls coming up for the 2026 campaigns that you're putting together so that you can make sure you're hitting the ground running. These are the types of things. It's the reason you follow this page. It's the reason you stay involved with us. I want you utilizing this yourself. But being honest, do you agree that the vast majority of real estate agents, more than 99 of 100, don't market to expireds in your area even more than once? They send one letter or something, but then they do nothing else. And when I say 99 of 100, listen, if there are 4,000 realtors in your area, you can't tell me they're getting 40 pieces in the mail. They might be getting 10, they might be getting 30. But they're not even getting 40, which means more than 99 of 100 realtors are doing nothing. More than 99 of 100 are doing nothing in that marketplace. And you see who those prospects are. You know they want to sell. You know they're motivated to sell. You might need to get them remotivated on where they're going to move to. But this is a home that no longer fits their needs. That's one thing we know for certain. You have to start thinking about, what does my marketing campaign look like? As I roll into the new year, how many appointments am I planning on having in January? How about in February? How about in March? I've already found those people. Now I got to have good bait to get them to bite on my hook. That's the key factor for you. Hopefully that's helpful for you. Let me know your thoughts in the comments here as well. We may start to put a little series together on this with our morning meeting, as long as you're following the page here. Ring the bell, by the way. Check, there's so many agents. I couldn't believe, I was looking at some stats the other day. 73% of our viewers are not following the channel, which means you might see me once and never see me again. You're missing out on real good stuff here that can help you to grow your. Do I have anything for sale? Am I selling anything? Are you running from a salesperson yourself, even though you are a salesperson? I'm here to help you with your real estate business, provided you're following the page and you ring the bell, turn on notifications, so you know every single Tuesday at the same time, we have a new morning meeting for you to get your brain juices working a little bit here. What should I be thinking about? What should I be doing? How do I put together a marketing campaign to start making more money? I'm Greg Luther. I appreciate you being with us here today, and I will see you next week on our morning meeting. Bye-bye for now.